So good afternoon to everyone. My name is Catarina. I'm a clinical dietitian, and I'm also one of the researchers of this tasty study. It's for me a huge pleasure to be here with you to have the opportunity to present a little bit of our study, which I hope that it will be useful and interesting for all of you. So my role, okay, perfect. Today I will introduce you the study and try to explain you a little bit why we are investigating the impact of some dietary pattern, the effect of some dietary pattern in a rheumatic disease like rheumatoid arthritis. Sorry. So we believe that the imbalance in the gut's healthy bacteria can probably trigger long-lasting inflammation in our body. We believe that that situation probably can develop and worsen the disease. And as Patricia and Inês already told us, diet can have a huge impact on our microbiota, which can probably change our gut health, and probably, we hope, that that gut health can have some influence on activity and the disease behavior of the rheumatoid arthritis. So what we know about the diet and the microbiota, the impact of the relationship between these two factors, probably the Mediterranean diet probably is the most known diet that can have some good impact on microbiota. We know that it's a very easy diet to practice. It's almost without any restrictive components. So the studies shows that probably it has some benefits on the microbiota. But this is not new. We also know, or we believe, that probably some fermented food can have also some good impacts, some influence on the progression of the disease, in this case, the rheumatoid arthritis. So we know that this, no. This, yeah, thank you. So we know that these patients have, of course, some systematic inflammation. We also know, like Patricia told, in the children, but also in adults, they have a low physical capacity. So probably if we promote diets with a lot of antioxidants, some anti-inflammatory properties, probably we have some good results on not only the body status and the composition of the body composition of our patients, and of course in a very important disease problem that these patients usually have, that the cardiovascular disease. So promoting a diet with some good qualities like the Mediterranean diet, and also some nutrients with good properties related to a good bacteria development. Probably we have a healthy gut, so a healthy disease progression. Yes, now. Okay, so in this tasty study, we tried, the main goal of this study is for sure to study if a nutritional intervention based on a typical Mediterranean dietary pattern enrich in fermented foods, and I think this is probably the variable that differentiates a little bit our study. So Mediterranean diet plus fermented foods can influence in some way the gut health, the disease activity, the functional capacity, and the quality of life in patients with rheumatoid arthritis. So we designed a study where we include patients with, of course, a diagnosis of rheumatoid arthritis, with a disease duration higher than 1 year, adults with an active disease with stable medications, and regarding to the dietary pattern, they were not so good in the level, the adherence of Mediterranean diets. By opposite, we of course we excluded patients with a recent story of antibiotics, some corticoids. Of course, the patients with gut diseases also were excluded. And they, of course, have to understand what we plan for them, and they need to have the ability to do our dietary advice. So we plan to have 100 patients, and we divided in 2 different groups: the control group and the intervention group. All of them came to have 2 visits in the beginning, so the baseline and at the end of the study, and the study has 12 weeks. In the control groups, they only do the baseline and in the last week. Of course, the intervention group, they have 4 visits to be present at our hospital. In the fourth and in the week 4 and week 8, of course they come to us to do the nutritional assessment. But in the beginning and the end of the study, we do all the nutritional assessment, clinical assessment. We take some samples to study the microbiota, the intestinal permeability, and some inflammation biomarkers. So we do that evaluation in the beginning and at the end of the study. And during the intervention study, the patients of the intervention group come to have some nutritional assessments. Regarding, so here the slide shows exactly, so the biological samples, fecal, urine, blood samples. We do also the clinical evaluation. The functional and the quality of life of the patients are evaluated, and we do also the nutritional study, so body composition and some anthropometric measurements. And also we evaluate the dietary pattern and intake. We call all our patients in a very frequent way. So the control group, we call twice in every 2 weeks. We do a call to them just to evaluate and check the medication, because if they change in a significant way the medication, we exclude them from the study. And in the control group, the intervention group, we do a week call to them and to check the dietary habits, what they are eating, what they are not eating, the general well-being. I will explain you a little bit later all the logistics, the things that we give to them. So we ask them about all the logistic of food baskets. We ask, of course, the medication to these patients. So we have our researchers, Sofia and Iana, doing a very, very close approach to these patients. So our protocol. what we do to these patients, of course, we start with a nutritional plan, like I told you, it's very individualized to them, with the principles of Mediterranean diet. But we think we need more than that, not just give the diet. We also give the food to them. We don't give all the food that they eat in that week, but we send to their homes baskets with the food that we promote, the food that we think they should eat it. And during all the study, we also give some educational contents, like workshops, like some books, some videos. I can show you. Yeah, perfect. As you can see here, the food baskets, we send to them a weekly food basket with vegetables and fruits and bread and some herbs. So in a weekly frequency, we send to them this kind of baskets, but we also send to them a huge basket once in a month of another kind of food, like the olive oil, the fish that we want them to eat, some fermented food like drinks and foods like the kefir, the kombucha, whole grains. So a very Mediterranean diet plus fermented foods. So this is an image, as you can see here. So legumes, cereals, seeds. This is one of the videos that one of our participants sent to us when the basket arrived. So she was happy, and so we were also, because yes, it's exactly what we want that our patients eat. Yeah. Of course, we develop also a lot of educational material, because we believe that, okay, for that 12 weeks, yes, they can do what more or less what we promote, but we need that the patients have the capacity to do it after the 12 weeks. And so we gave them, and we are also recruiting them the books with some recipes of large meals, soups, breakfasts, snacks, desserts. Yeah, no, you can. With the information of nutritional, all the nutritional information of the recipes. We also developed a manual with important information for the patient, just to do the right choices and to exactly know what they are or they should eat. And of course, we gave to them also digital information for those who can have access to digital content, and we gave to them online workshops with videos of different meals, with some videos about labeling, that we think it's also important for patients to know how to read all the labels. Some videos how to cook with the best ingredients, and at the end of their participation, they do some hands-on workshops. So they came to our university. With another participants of the groups of the intervention group, they participated in a workshop. They cooked, they discussed, and it was a very interesting and useful moment for them to share some reflections and ideas.